Sandy? Sandy, how are you feeling? Our friend Sandy is here. Give me a second, guys. Bring up the playlist. Not the playlist. Bring up the live stream. I have the habit of saying what I'm reading, which isn't always necessarily what I want to say. You guys know how it goes. What's up, Jamie? Jamie, how are you? Hey, Easy. Easy says, good morning, Eric. Good morning, my friend. Jimmy says, she hasn't been able to sleep in 3 days. Let's see. You haven't been able to? I'm sorry to hear that. You've been through a lot. Jimmy says, I'm fine. Thanks. How are you? I'm doing pretty good. I'm going to take an easy day today. I need to reach out to our friend Jace. I don't think I'm going to do our regular Sunday workout for the first time in quite some time. I guess 1 or 2 months. I'm going to do an extended walk. I feel like I need to be out in nature a little bit longer today, and do some minimal burpees. Easy says, what's the topic of conversation today? It's a good question. I never know exactly what it's going to be. I know I'm going to dive into A Course in Miracles. Here's what I wrote about today. I wrote about the world that we see. No one can argue that this is a sweet, gentle, and loving world. Not even remotely so. There's a lot of violence. There's a lot of discord, political and otherwise, neighbor against neighbor, even family member against family member. There's violence. It's hard to believe that, biblically speaking, and we don't have to take it as reality, we can take it as a metaphor, that God surveyed the kingdom that he created and said it's good. Certainly doesn't seem good, does it? Hey, Susanna. Who else have we got here? I appreciate the like. Sandy says, my fiance said he's going to probably stay and talk. Well, good. Kangaroo Breath says, I got one hand jam going on. Thinking about your mama. Interesting. Kind of sad. My mom would be 95. My mom would be my mom would be actually 94, I believe, if she were still alive. So you're actually thinking about my deceased 95-year-old, 94-year-old mother, who died from complications of Alzheimer's. But I guess everyone has their own little, thing that gets them going. Enjoy. Hey, Big Al. Sonny says they have given her shots for morphine. I hope that helps. I hope that works. Let's see. Big Al says, morning. Good morning, my friend. Hey, Earth aliens. Did I get that right? Hey, Tandra. Tandra says, good morning, Yogi. Good morning, Tandra. So, proof proof right here in the conversation that, man, the world that we see, the world that we perceive can be fairly disconcerting, to say the least, cruel in some cases, mean-spirited. And that's just in a little tiny YouTube conversation. Imagine going out into the world and confronting traffic jams and hostile neighbors and this and that, let alone possible, warfare, right? Crime. Of course, Miracle says, this is not the world I want to see. This is not the world we want to see. But it certainly seems real. Just because we perceive it, though, doesn't make it real. There is reality, the real world, beyond our perception, beyond the belief system that we've inherited, that we continuously project into the world. Hey, Charlotte. Charlotte says, hi, Yogi. I'm from Jace's channel. Well, thank you, Charlotte, for coming in. How are you? Sandy says this isn't helping her. She's been throwing up since 12 a.m. Maybe she should go back to the doctor. Let's see. Amertha gives us the googly eyes. How are you today, Tandra? Big Al says I was supposed to be up at 8 a.m. Just woke up at 9, 6 minutes ago. Do you have anything that you're, any place you have to be? Are you late for anything? Jamie says, hi, everyone. So what's new, Jamie? Daniel says, where are you from? I am from United States, the East Coast, in the beautiful state of Maryland. Tanya says, fine here. Thanks, Yogi. How are you doing? I'm okay. Hey, Ash. Ash says, hi, Yogs. Ash, how are you, my friend? It is nice to see you. I'm okay, Tandra. Charlotte says, all good here. Yogi, thank you. You seem a nice man. I'm nice enough. It's funny you and Jace look so alike. Yeah, we've commented upon that ourselves. Ash says, I'm good, and you? I'm okay. I'm taking an easy day today. I'm going to go out in a little while. Going to have something to eat. I'm going to go out and spend a little more time in nature. Nature heals. I feel in need of a little bit of healing today. B says, too much morphine or she's allergic. You guys need to go back to the doctor. Daniel says, what time is it there? Daniel, it is 5:08 in the morning. Trip says, rub your head. Yeah, I'll tell you what. When it itches, I will. Of course, now that I think about it, it's going to start itching. Thanks, Daniel. Thanks, Daniel, for making it itch. Or, I'm sorry, that was Trip. Trip, who said that. Sorry, Daniel. Big Al says, yes, Yogi, I was meant to go and withdraw cash to give to my mom as she ordered a few things from Amazon. I don't have an account. Is it going to matter if you're a little bit late? Hey, Jace. Jace, I need to reach out to you. Everyone's saying hi. Trip says, boo. Well, Trip. Are you trying to scare me? I'm old. I'm faint of heart. You don't know what damage you might cause. Charlotte says, Sandy, is your mom poorly? Jace is waving at Sandy. Ash says, hey to Jace. Everyone is sending love. Jace says, Big Al. Jace says, ask away, brother. Oh, I need to take a bye day today, Jace. I'm dealing with a few, not issues, an underlying, I don't know. Let's call it melancholy. Let's call it sadness. Let's call it. I'm just in. I need to be out in nature a bit today. I feel worn out. I feel worn out physically, emotionally. but I'll bounce back. I will bounce back. I need to. Tanya says I need to take a break. Yeah, I'll do my minimum burpees. I got the minimum of 10 to keep my streak going. So I'll do one set of pull-ups. I'll do 10 burpees. I'll do some yoga, and just rest my mind a bit. Bounce back. Little extra time meditating. A little extra time in nature. A little longer yoga, restorative. Big Al says, "Hi, Jace." I apologize, Jace, because I look forward to this time, the energy that you and I put out, and that we share together. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't put you out in any way, Jace. Jace says, "Don't worry about it. One song a bit, brother. It's crazy. I had this last week, and I had a rest. It's all good. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate that." Trip says it's storming here. Be safe, Trip. Trip says it's all love. Thank you, my friend. It is all love. I seldom ever take a break from anything. Trip says, "Where are you screaming from?" I am in my office, in my house, in my little town of Columbia, Maryland. It's a suburb of Baltimore and DC, right in the middle, in the state of Maryland, on the East Coast in the United States, in a united world of, hopefully, we can make it. We can turn it into a world of love. Tanya says, "But remember, we'll be waiting when you come back. I'll still be here. I'll still be doing my live streams. I'm a big believer in, you know what, when you're down, don't hide it. You know, don't even try. I don't even try to work through it. Just, it is what it is, for lack of a better expression. I'm on the verge of trimming my beard, by the way, guys. I haven't decided. Big Al says, "What was the question for me, Yogi?" Oh, I'm sorry. No, question for Jace. Sorry, Big Al. Oh, I did ask though, if you being up a little bit later, is it going to affect what you needed to do today? Your trip to the bank? Ash says I got it right. Yep, it is. It's 5 a.m. Well done. Charlotte says, "Everyone needs a break. Don't be too hard on yourself, Yogi. I looked after you." Thank you, Charlotte. I appreciate that. Charlotte, you are a friend of Jace, which means that you are my friend as well. Let's make you a mod as well. Long overdue. Ash says, all right. So, yeah, kind of a downer when I talked about a world that doesn't seem all that pleasant, to put it mildly. However, lesson 23, very early in the Lessons of A Course in Miracles, says, "I can escape from the world I see." This isn't, when I say escape, it's not bypassing. It says I can escape from the world I see by giving up attack thoughts. The world we see is based upon attack thoughts. We are attacking the illusion that we are separate and different than others, that we are not all connected, that we're not all one. Not only that, I have attack thoughts against myself, that I am not worthy of true and real and lasting love, that I am not united with you, that I am capable of sin. And I'm going to use the word sin here in its actual meaning, to miss the mark. I'm not talking about the biblical sin of sinning against God. God doesn't perceive sin. And when I use the word God, I'm using that synonymous with absolute love. I'm using it synonymous with reality, with the universe. The universe, love, does not perceive sin because it is love, and love, absolute love, can only perceive itself. Because to perceive something that isn't love is to make it real. And that's the nature of true forgiveness. True forgiveness is not making something real. It's only seeing the reality of love. So any perceived sin against us is healed through forgiveness. And remember, forgiveness is saying, I refuse to make this real. In form, it certainly feels that way. In form, it certainly hurts. However, we're not merely form. In truth, we're not even merely form. In truth, we're not form. We are formlessness itself. Quantum physics shows us that we are formless. We're actually the observer, the witness. The witness can never be form. It can only be pure, sheer consciousness itself. Consciousness is synonymous with love. So we're love. What's the bad news, Sandy? I'm sorry, but you've been going through such a rough time, my friend. Trip says Simpsonville. Simpsonville. Where is Simpsonville? Why does that sound familiar? Tanya says, yes, Sig, do it. Trim my beard. That would make you feel better. Trimming my beard would be a new me. I don't know. Trip says, no, don't trim. Look cool. Thank you. The thing is, I have faulty trimmers. I don't even know what's going to last the entire length of trimming. So I might start trimming something and it'll die and I'm left with a partially trimmed beard. So I got to be careful. Where would I trim first? If I trim the mustache and it falls and my trimmer stops and I'm left with a trim mustache and a big beard, if I trim my beard, maybe I'll just do the goatee, right? That's my preferred. I always have some type of facial hair going on. Thank you, Trip, and thank you, Chandra. Big Al says, yeah, it will a bit. Yogi, I need to call my mom and tell her I slept in late, and then see if she's free to come later to collect it. Well, you probably needed that extra sleep, Big Al. It also throws my plans off because I had things to do. Well, sorry. Don't punish yourself, though. You probably needed that sleep. Daniel says, agreed. Trip says, deep. Tanja says, hi to Jamie. Easy says, something I've always confused me is how love wasn't so easily understood. Shouldn't something so obvious be super easy to realize? It is super easy to realize. But we're looking in the wrong direction. This is why Jesus, as well as Buddha, as well as Krishna, as well as Muhammad, all said, look within. Every mystical tradition. Meister Eckhart, the German mystic, said the eye in which I see God is the same eye in which God sees me. Jesus said the kingdom of heaven was within, but we keep looking out. We keep looking up in the sky, and we keep thinking we'll get there. If the kingdom of heaven is within, we don't need to get there. We just need to see it. It's a shift of reality, or it's a shift towards reality, away from the illusion that we are separate from it right now. But how many people do you know meditate? How many people do you know practice traditions that allow them to see reality as it is? That do any kind of inner work. It doesn't have to be meditation. It could be high rep burpees, something that takes you from. Here's the great thing about doing those high reps. Eventually, the body tires. Willpower alone gives out. I realized this in my 100-mile races. Hey, Lucy, willpower is not going to get me to the finish line of a 100-mile race. Not every time, at least. Because what's left when you're out of willpower? I'll tell you what's left. Love. Love is what gets you through the finish line. Willpower alone isn't always going to get you to the holy grail, 1,000 reps. But you know what is? When you surrender completely and you're carried by that inspiration, you're carried by that love, it gets you to the finish line every single time. Now, Sandy says she has to get another surgery. I'm sorry, Sandy. Is it the same thing? Is it the gallbladder? How are you, Lucy? Amazon new trimmers. You know what? I realized this morning I only have one serving of my favorite organic instant coffee left. So I need to make an emergency instant coffee order. So I'm going to go right after this conversation, after when I'm going to have my breakfast, I'm going to make some instant coffee, or I'm going to order some instant coffee, and I will look for Amazon hair trimmers. Chandra is very insistent that I get rid of this mess. Thank you, Chandra. I don't know why that's making me laugh so much, but it is. I can see right now our friend Tandra offering up her own little prayer. Please, please let him trim that mess. I'm receiving that message loud and clear. So get rid of it or trim it, Tandra. Hey, Willow. Willow, I got your message just a few minutes ago. Hey, Jim. Jim, how are you? I'm glad that it's not broken. But yes, go back when the swelling down, get it looked at to see if it needs stitches. Our friend Willow hurt her arm. Al says, I'm hopping off, Yogi. Going to sort out some things. I will hopefully be in your stream later. Cheers. Thank you, Miguel. Thank you for the taking care of that moderation up above. Jenner says, that's knowledge. We all have it. It goes back to turning within and letting that intuition guide us. The intuitive heart. Jay says, it's all energy. Focus on the positive. Understand the negative and remain balanced as much as possible. Nicely said, Jace. Beautifully said. Sandy says, tomorrow's my fiance's 21st birthday. Happy birthday to your fiance. Daisy says, I'm still taking a break and looking at my emotions. Understood. We all need to go there. Let's see. Mayor says, what happens after we die? It's a good question. And when I die, and if I'm able, if I'm able to give a message, I will let you know. I go back to Suzuki Roshi, the great Zen master, when he was asked that question. And he was a great Zen master. At the end of his life, his followers said, what's going to happen after you die? And he said, I don't know. Why would you ask me? And they said, well, you're a great Zen master. And he said, yes, but I'm not a dead Zen master. Jay says, Mayor, if you think about that enough, you'll realize there is only now. Awesome, Jace. Willa says, sorry, late. You are always on time, Willa, my friend. Charlotte says, coffee sounds like a good idea. Coffee is almost always a good idea. Coffee is really my only big vice that I have any longer. It's not really advice. I enjoy it. I have 1 cup a day. I have it at 4 a.m. so it doesn't interfere with my sleep. It's always organic. It's very good for the brain. I had stopped coffee for a long time, only drinking green tea. And then I read some studies that it actually helps prevent Alzheimer's. And since my mom passed away from complications of Alzheimer's, and my grandmother had Alzheimer's, I had an aunt that had Alzheimer's, I figured, good idea to do everything I can to protect myself. And coffee, since I enjoy it, in a simple way. Hey, Skits. Skits says, good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. Hope you all have a lovely day. You too. Let's see. Willis says, Jay says, or Charlotte says, Jace, I liked your beard. I did too. And he says, nice, tidy trim, 100%. Yep. Let's see if I can get one if I can get a trimmer in the next 1 or 2 days, because it needs to be the proper length. Lisa says, I went a little cray-cray. I need time, like a month or two. We've been there, Lucy. Willa says, how's going? Good about your morning so far? It's good about my morning so far. Understanding and loving friends. Willow, that's what's going good this morning so far. Almost in a space of, how long have I been talking? 26 minutes. In a space of 26 minutes, I've been lifted up a bit. I have been truly touched by friends that have offered care and offered love and have made me smile. Help me smile. Help me find my smile. That's what's going good. And it's not even 5:30 yet. Imagine that. This is what you guys have created in the space of half an hour, not even half an hour. Imagine what more you guys can do today. Thank you for asking, Willa. Hey, Signature. Signature says hi to everyone. How are you, my friend? Sorry I missed you when you came in. Signature says, greetings, my friend. I hope you're having a great weekend. A thumbs up. Thank you. I hope you're having a great weekend, too. Jay says, Charlotte, had to go, hun. Need some sun on my face. Yep, mine is just going to be reduced. Maybe. Willow says, amazing, Yogi. You are amazing. We are amazing what we can all do together. Jay says, Charlotte, it grows in 5 weeks. Shame my head don't do the same. Yeah, agreed. Actually, my hair grows pretty quick. It just doesn't grow everywhere. What's the sense? Charlotte says, the only thing is, Yogi, coffee gives me headaches and palpitations if I have too much. Only 2 cups max my day. Yep, for me it's 1 cup. I could probably do 2, but I just don't know. 1 cup does it. And I found that I enjoy that 1 cup so much more. It's become part of my daily ritual. I have it as I'm writing. I have it in my big yellow cup that I've had since I first started drinking coffee, believe it or not. Willow says, always ask Yogi, always need to make sure you're okay. And how's it going? Well, so far. And I always appreciate that. And you know what, Willow? I hope the love that you extend towards me, I hope you extend it back towards yourself. Jay says, brother, I will remain flexible today. And if you feel like a session later, it can still happen. Just go with a flow. Bald knees. Thank you, Jace. I appreciate that. Jennifer says, I literally just woke up. Good morning, Jennifer. Well, Sandy says, under tornado watch now. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're getting bad weather too. I'll still be out there though. It used to be said in ultra running, there's no bad weather, just not enough gear. Jay says, and the chuckle at Bald Knees was well worth it. And it's much appreciated. All right, guys, it is oatmeal time for me. It's 5:30. Willa says, can we do some breathing this live? And I hope so too. We can do some breathing. Let's close with a little bit of breathing. Jennifer says, I think our storm that we were supposed to have passed. Jamie says, take care, Yogi. Thank you, Jamie. Chandra says, bye, Yogi. Take care. Willa says, thanks. You're welcome. We're going to do 3 breaths, Brillo. This is called the physiological sigh. And it's so powerful, only 3 are needed. We're going to breathe through the nose, but only about 80%. And then we're going to top it off with a sip. So I'm going to breathe in. You see that double sip or that double breath? So I breathe in through my nose, filling my belly, filling my chest. And then I top it off and I release it through my mouth with a sigh, allowing my entire body to relax. Relaxing. We do that 3 times. So I'm going to demonstrate 3 times right here. And then we're going to do it together. So I'm going to breathe in. I'm going to demonstrate it once more. And then, Willow, you and I, and whoever else wants to join in, we'll do it 3 times together. So here goes the demonstration. You want to let it all go with that sigh, and then we repeat it. Are you ready, Willow? You and me, my friend. Here we go. Breathing in. 2 breaths. 1 big deep one, 1 small one through the nose. Jennifer says, I can't do it because my nose is stuffed up. We'll work on that in a minute. Here we go. Take care, Charlotte, my friend. It was nice meeting you. Here we go, guys. Breath 2. Breath 3. Now keep your eyes closed and stay in that spot just for a minute, just for a minute. Relaxing. Now open your eyes. And that's it. Willow, my friend, I hope that one was good for you. Jace says, have a peaceful Sunday. Jennifer says, thank you, Jace. You too. So, Jennifer, here's what you can do for your breath. Yoda says, thanks, Yogi. Amazing breath to end this live stream. Thank you, Willow. Jennifer, if you can walk just a little bit across your room, walk maybe 10 steps, turn around, walk 10 steps back, and then your next time that you do it, take a breath, hold. Shake your head as you walk just a little bit. Maybe another 5-10 steps, and then release. And do that a couple times and see if it doesn't help your stuffed up nose. Tanya says, Yogi, if you get a chance, play your 2 tunes today. Thank you, Tanya. That is an excellent, excellent idea. I'm going to write a note so I can remember. And you know what? It'd be a great way to do on this afternoon's live stream. Jay says it works to release the nose for sure. There's a few techniques that work. There are. There definitely are. I have worked with that myself when I've been a little stuffed up. Tandra says, great. Thank you, Tandra. All right. Oatmeal time. I got to order some coffee time. And look for, I need a beard and hair trimmer all in one shot. Let me know if it works for you, Jennifer. Jennifer says, okay, I will make sure I do that. Thanks, Yogi, and bye. Enjoy your oatmeal. Have a great day. I will. Thank you. Tanya says, yes, yes, yes. Willow says, goodbye, my friend. Goodbye, my friend Willow. Take care of yourself today. Jenny says the point where your glasses sit is another point that can release the sinuses. Thanks, Jace. It's amazing what we can do with our body. For every issue we have, the body also has a solution. People like Jace will help you find what that solution is. That's what Jace's channel is. It is a place for solutions. Jace says, I will. You take care too. Thank you, Willow. Jace says, trying to call me. You have my number. All right, guys. I'm going to see everyone later. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jace. Thank you.